Everyone, viewers question time, and it's from Gloria M. Now, dear Agnes, hope you are fine. I was thinking about some topics, so I'm sending you a few questions for you to consider, if you find them interesting, of course. Number one, I saw a post on Facebook from a woman who said how to believe in your affirmations if you know they're a lie in the current moment. How to change that structure in your head that it is a lie. Well, it just happens naturally over time. I don't think you can force yourself to believe something straight away. It is something that, as you practice it, it becomes less alien, less weird, less, if you're saying I am loved when you're not, of course your head's going to go, no, you're not loved. So it's practicing. Now, for those of you that just cannot continue to believe that, I would suggest you practice what Abraham Hicks talks about, which is, wouldn't it be nice if I was loved? That's a nice stepping stone and makes it a little bit easier, okay? So instead of, I am loved, your head goes, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not. You go, okay, I am loved. Doesn't work quite yet. So let me try, wouldn't it be nice if I was loved? Your head will argue with you a lot less with that type of statement. So I think that is a great way to start. And then once you've done that for a month or two or three, however long, and you feel comfortable with, wouldn't it be nice if, then you can hop to I am loved, or I am love, or I am lovable. So try that. Now, you said, question 2, how to change a belief step by step, especially if you want to change something you've practiced for a very long time. Well, you've become extremely good at the repetitive habitual belief, the one that you obviously don't want to have anymore. So it's the same with the new belief. Abraham Hicks says it the best, I think. You go from a thought, then it becomes a dominant thought if you practice it regularly, and then that dominant thought turns into a belief, because a belief is something that you keep thinking over and over again. Okay? So, to change a belief, you got to rewind it back, down those steps. You start with a thought. So if you have the belief, let's say, I'm not a priority, as in a relationship, you go, okay, to change I'm not a priority, I have to practice I am a priority. Now, how do you change that? Again, mirror image, I am a priority, I am a priority, I am a priority. When I was working on this, I did it hundreds of times a day. You've got to interrupt what you've been doing for a long time by making a decision, firstly, the effort, secondly, and you do it with discipline and repetition as your third thing, okay? There's no shortcut to this. It's, some people have said to me, oh, do you do subliminals? Personally, I don't, because I don't want to have other people put things in my head. If you create your own subliminal and you know how to do that, that's fine. But there is no, I think, better thing than doing it manually and repeating and repeating and repeating, because you're training your mind in a different way. All the work we do, you have to get this working for you instead of against you. If you're depressed, you're extremely good at repetitive habitual negative thoughts that cause depression. If you feel loved and wanted, you're extremely good at repetitive habitual positive thoughts about being loved and love being within. So it's just what you practice during the day the most. That's all. So if you want to change something that you've practiced for a very long time, then you've got to practice something new for a very long time. That's it. Okay, did I feel loved and wanted and secure 30 years ago? No. I've practiced it for 30 years. I got better at it. Am I an expert? No, absolutely not. Am I better than I was 30 years ago? Yes. Definitely better than I was 30 years ago. Do you have to do it for 30 years to get good at it? No. But I mean, it didn't take me 30 years to get good at it. I probably got good at it after 2 years, after 5, after 10, after 15, after 18, after 20. I got better and better at it as time went by. But you will start to see results. If you do it quite a lot, you can see results within 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 6 months, but your levels of being more grounded in it and being able to sustain that feeling for longer will be better after 10 years than it was after 2 months. So you got to start somewhere. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, as they say, and it's the same with this. Okay? So, number 3, how to pray in a Neville way. This is inspired by one of your lives when you prayed for a woman. So it's interesting that we can update prayer with Neville's teachings. Yeah. I think the best prayer is giving thanks for something as if it's already happened, whether it's for you or for somebody else. And it's a prayer of living in the end. Thank you for the most amazing work I've ever had. This is the most meaningful, fantastic, exciting work that I've ever done, and I'm so happy to get out of bed. Thank you for that. Thank you for this amazing position. Thank you for this amazing business. Thank you for this amazing relationship where we both feel loved and wanted and secure, and we laugh and we have fun. Thank you for that. Prayers of thanks. That, I think, is one of the most important things. Prayers of thanks. It's not please God give me, or please universe, please source. Not that type of prayer, because that's prayer of desperation, like a child to a parent. Adult prayer, I think, is you give thanks, you get into the feeling of security, and then you launch that out, you surrender, you let go, and you allow. Because adult prayer, or prayers with living in the end like Neville, or prayers of using imagination, it's you're bringing the solution into the prayer. So prayers that expect a solution rather than you're praying from the problem and the pain and the anxiety and the suffering and the worry, you know, remember, you get a photocopy of what you get. So your prayer can be photocopied in the negative if you're praying from the problem, or if you practice surrender, letting go, and allowing after you launch a prayer of solution, that's a powerful thing. Yeah? Okay. So, you're saying, what's the difference from prayer and meditation? Good question. I think meditation is bringing awareness to the self, using breath to really surrender, let go, and allow. And then you can use imaginal scenes within a meditation, like a guided meditation on a specific subject. You can also do silent meditation, where you don't imagine anything, you don't ask for anything, you don't visualize anything. So there's lots of different types of meditation, but I think meditation is either guided with imagination or in the silence with just the breath and nothing. Okay? Meditation, I think, is about focusing and connecting to the inside self, and also bringing your awareness to connecting with a power greater than yourself. So that would be what I would say about meditation. About prayer, prayer is honing in specifically on, and the type of prayer I just mentioned before, giving thanks for something in advance, thanking the Creator. We are creators, but we're like a little piece snapped off of the big Creator, and we are little bits of creators all around in different, different places, different skin suits, black, white, gay, straight, old, young, whatever, lots of different versions of it. So prayer is a powerful connection to the greater source. And to be able to, if you use prayer in the way that I mentioned, hopping into the feeling of having what you desire. So it removes you from the suffering. So prayer and meditation both do that. Their aim is to remove you from any suffering, or to just experience the quiet, the peace, the love, the security, calling up those things. Now, when you sit in prayer and meditation too, it's also a time to release emotion. Sometimes when you've got something going on and you're suffering, sitting down and not being busy at work, busy with kids, busy with animals, busy with whatever you've got going on, you can finally sit and feel what you're feeling. So if anything needs to be processed and for it to come out, that's a good thing too. Okay? It's always clearing the emotions, letting them out, so you can be free from the suffering inside. Lovely questions, Gloria. I know you said you got them from other people, but thank you for collecting them into one email. That's lovely. I will put the viewers' questions playlist down below. I will put the meditations playlist down below. There's lots of the guided, there's a whole guided meditation channel. There's also all the old meditations on this channel. So I'll put those down below. And there was one other thing I was going to mention. Oh, there's some YouTubes on prayer. I'll put those down below too.